Today we are going to make an easy low-carb meal using only the ingredients that are on this table. We've got cabbage that has already been chopped up. We've got some spaghetti sauce. I don't have any fresh, so we're using half Parmesan and Romano and half chunky mushroom and onion. We have pepperoni. We have some pre-cooked hamburger and sausage mix. We have garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasoning, because clearly whoever makes these spaghetti sauces does not understand Italian, and cheese. This one is, we buy them at Sam's Club so that they're super cheap and divide them into bags. So this one is nice and ready to go. This one is frozen. So, all right, let's get started. So first, we're going to open one of the cans, toss some in here, and stir it around. You know, I don't measure, so this is how this goes. Toss some, do a thing with it, toss more, do a thing with it. So basically what we're doing with this is we're going to make layers. So we're going to put a little bit of garlic powder in this part. Not a ton. I put garlic in with the hamburger and such when I cook them. Onion powder. Stir that up a little. Add Italian seasoning. Oh, and preheat your oven to 300 or 325 degrees. This is a recipe that cooks low and slow. Okay, oh, we did need one other ingredient. That is pan cooking spray, or some kind of cooking spray. We're gonna spray this pan with the pan. No sticking on my watch. Toss the first layer down. Okay, then we're going to toss some of the hamburger on it. This is just for my husband and I. Yes, I'm using my hands. Yes, I washed them. It's totally fine. Not making it for you or guests. Okay, there we go. And we're going to get some pepperoni out, which would be easier if I didn't have spaghetti sauce all over my hands. Back with pepperoni. So we're going to open this little doohickey. Maybe. Damn it. Okay. And we're just going to, toss some pepperoni on here. I don't do it super scientifically. I try here and there to make them all pretty and perfect, but I am in a hurry today, so they're gonna go on the way that they go on, and they're gonna like it because they don't have a choice. So, yeah. Just trying to make sure every part gets a pepperoni at some point, and making sure to get them in the corners, because the corners get left out, and that's sad. And it had less pepperoni in it than I thought it did. Okay, well then, we'll add a few more to this layer, just to make sure everything gets some pepperoni. Oh, it's so greasy, ew. Probably because it's warm today, and I don't think Dollar General had their heat on, or their air conditioning on yet. So everything in there is probably a bit warm. All right, good enough for this layer. Now we're gonna do a repetition of this. Now we're tossing more of the cabbage in here. If you see any giant chunks that are all stuck together, try and separate them. I'm going to do about half. And I'll finish the Parmesan and Romano cheese. Or cheese. Parmesan and Romano spaghetti sauce. That might be too much sauce. But can you really have too much sauce? I have some doubts. Okay, onion powder. Garlic powder. Stir a little. Italian seasoning. Stir some more. There we go. And let's put this on. And here we go. Ready to toss layer number 2 on. For this layer, we're just gonna do hamburger and some cheese. Gonna use up all the hamburger. In this layer, the next layer is just gonna be the cabbage and the last of the pepperoni. So now, normally I wouldn't be dipping my hands in this, which I probably will at some point. But did I put cheese on here earlier? I totally meant to put cheese. I think I did. Okay, so extra cheese then on this layer because I forgot earlier. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Supposed to have cheese between every layer. So, oh well, this will be good. We're gonna put cheese on the top once it's closer to being done. Now we're gonna do the last layer of the sauce and cabbage. We're gonna toss the cabbage that is left in this pan, trying not to get it on my shirt. I really love this shirt. I don't want it to be ruined. I mean, it's kind of ruining itself with time, just like the words are coming off with wear and tear, but it's still my favorite. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll onion it, garlic it, I don't know if we'll actually be able to get any out, but I'm gonna try. Okay, and we're gonna put some of the chunky mushroom and onion. In a perfect world, I would be using some actual mushrooms and actual onions. I'm gonna to put some onions in with the thingamahopper. Wow, words are hard. I did put some onion in with the hamburger and sausage when I cooked them, but I would like to have put some more in. Okay, Italian. Yes, I use a lot of seasonings. Herbs for your kitchen are also herbs for your health. They have nutritional value, they have health value. This is where it gets complicated because the pan is so stinking full. Somebody save me from myself. My friend's obsessed with the singer Jelly Roll, and now I have his song stuck in my head. Alright, so I'm just gonna put some down. It's not a full, like, fancy schmancy deep layer, but we're gonna toss some pepperoni on it. That's all we got. That's all we're going to use. So I'm going to cover this with tin foil, and I'm not putting the last layer of cheese down until the very end because it'll stick to the tin foil, and that's not what we're trying to do. So let me grab some tin foil. So you could add other things to this. You could add green peppers, you could add olives, anything that you'd add to a pasta or a pizza you can put on here. But we're going to put this in the oven. We're going to bake it. In my case, I'm going to bake it at 325 for about an hour and 40 minutes. I may turn it up a little more just because it's going to go such a short time. But the recommended way I would tell you to do it is 300 degrees for 2.5 hours. Our casserole type thing is most of the way done. So we're just going to grab some of this still kind of frozen cheese and put it on the top. I like a lot of cheese, so just note you don't need to put as much cheese on things as I do. You don't have to be obsessed with cheese, but if you're not obsessed with cheese, why? It's so good. Everything about it is delicious. South Florida Sunshine, if you're watching this, I apologize for enhancing your cravings for cheese, knowing that you cannot have cheese at this current time. But other than South Florida Sunshine, like, who wouldn't love cheese? And so we're just going to put this back in the oven until it melts. And it is all done. Check out all that cheesy goodness on the top. And it's a little hard to get out when it's this hot, but this is what it looks like finished. Look at that steam.